Greetings. Let's try all weapon loadouts available in Beta 4. So, what loadouts are available now? Fixed Pulse with heatsink and with point defense turret. Fixed Beam and Gimbaled Beam with heatsink. Gimbaled Pulse with chaff launcher. Fixed Plasma with chaff launcher, very bad. Plasma requires heatsinks. And fixed multi-cannons with chaff launcher. Well, if you watched my video about how to increase firepower, you know which loadouts will win. Yeah, just by looking at these loadouts, you should tell which ones are best. First, let's try damage per energy, and that means damage that you can do with one weapon capacitor. And I will use exactly same target as in my previous video, Ferdinand's with 751.4 megajoule shield, and for this test, Ferdinand's had 0 pips to systems, just to see better the difference. If you want to know damage dealt against 4 pip system Ferdinand's, just divide these numbers by 2.5. So the winner is Fixed Beam Laser 25% with one weapon capacitor. Second place Fixed Plasma 22, then Fixed Multi-Cannon 19, then Fixed Pulse 17, Gimbaled Beam 14, Gimbaled Pulse 10. What you can see right away is that energy-wise, even energy-wise, Plasma and Beam wins multi-cannons and Pulse Laser, which is not the case in live build. But there's also huge difference between fixed and gimbaled weapons in damage. Same time, hitting very small and agile target like ship-launched fighter with gimbaled weapons is much easier. But now let's take a look at damage per second for all available weapon loadouts. For this test, Fedlands had 4 pips to systems, and I calculated how long it takes to get Ferdinand's shield down by 30%. In megajoules, that is 225.4 megajoules. So you can pretty much calculate exact firepower for each loadout. And first I've tried Fixed Beam and Fixed Pulse, with using heatsinks and without heatsinks. You can see results are quite insane. But the big difference is only while you have heatsinks, and we have only 3 charges. But maybe that's exactly what we all need, extra firepower for 40-60 seconds. Especially considering that ship-launched fighters are glass cannons. And here you can see all results. 10.40 second Fixed Beam with heatsink, 13.42 Fixed Pulse with heatsink, 17.82 Fixed Beam, 19.17 Gimbaled Beam, 22 almost Fixed Plasma, 25.45 Fixed Multi-Cannon, 28.07 Fixed Pulse, and 55.10 Gimbaled Pulse. I still think that Plasma should have heatsink as well. That's only weapon that really is overheating your ship. And for last test I've used Fixed Beam Laser with heatsinks to see how long it will take to get Ferdinand's shield down to 0. Basically, how long does it take for Fixed Beam Laser on ship-launched fighter to deal 751.4 megajoule damage. And it took 34.5 seconds. So 4 of those fighters can take down 750 megajoule shields under 10 seconds. Quite impressive, I would say. That actually leads to interesting tactic. If you are a wing of 4 corvettes, Anacondas, cutters, you deploy ship-launched fighters with you inside, get down enemy shields, then you die and finish enemy with your big mothership, because ship-launched fighters deal very little damage to hull. And I mean against large and medium ship upgraded hull. I will try hull damage probably in live build to see exact numbers, but from what I've seen now, ship-launched fighters are very good against small enemies and against shields, but against hull not so much. If anyone has a good data, please share. And yeah, this is all you should know about ship-launched fighter firepower against shields. Fly safe, commanders!